segment. Once more this morning, I'm joined by Anne Veronica from the digital desk. Anne, good morning.
Good morning, Grace. How are you?
I'm good. And before that, we were talking about the meetup between President William Ruto and opposition leader Raila Odinga in Uganda. Of course, we saw some photos of the two meetup where they were meeting up with Ugandan president, that is Yoweri Museveni. What are Kenyans saying about these two particularly?
Well, apart from talking about the cows, the horns that the cows at the background had, well, they are saying a lot about it, because you remember there was a time we were here and we were talking about the 141 MPs who voted in favor of the housing levy, and netizens were questioning how come some of the opposition MPs have switched sides. And with this Raila and Ruto hanging out together, well, it has also sparked the same kind of conversations, but others think it's a nice way, because at this time, these tempting times, there should be unity between the opposition and the government. Well, at the same time, netizens are saying that they don't like the way some other people are taking this the photos, and they want to like fight at Raila, sijui umetuacha, nini nini, and they're saying it's not about Raila and Ruto, it's just about the country. So we should not fight each other because of our politicians. It's 2024, let's not do that. Yeah, that's what the netizens are saying, and yeah, basically that's what they're saying.
All right, we want to watch closely to see what unfolds of it, because, and if you can remember, during the campaign periods, of course, the president was adamant that he does not want a handshake between him and the prime minister as well, and he had also said that the opposition needs to be the opposition so they can oversee, you know, the national government. But we're going to see how that pans out. Quite interesting. But away from that, Benny Hinn was in the country, and we saw first daughter Charlene Ruto was prayed for. In that event, a lot happened, including Pastor Ezekiel, who was also trending on that. What are still Kenyans saying about that days after?
Well, literally days after, and Benny Hinn is still on what's trending on Kenya section near Twitter or X, because a lot was happening during that crusade. Let me just start with whatever Pastor Nganga said. You know, Pastor Nganga was one of the attendees, and he said, "Aliyeko kwa kameza huko." That's what he said when he was responding to when he was talking about the crusade. And he also made a comment like he did not feel like God was speaking through Benny Hinn or something like that. And something else that came out of that crusade was Charlene Ruto being prayed for 7 times, because Benny Hinn said God instructed him to pray for Charlene Ruto for her protection. And another thing, Charlene Ruto whispered to Benny Hinn that, I don't know what she whispered, but then Benny Hinn was like, "You want me to pray for that?" And she was like, "Yes." You know, Benny Hinn lifted his hands up and he said, "Lord, give Charlene Ruto a husband." Like, oh, netizens are like, she whispered, you're supposed to pray about it. Like,
maybe she didn't want it out there.
Yeah.
The pastor was like, she was the husband.
Yeah.
We are praying for the husband.
And you remember Daddy Owen was introduced to the parents, so maybe people are like, "Kwani yote ni vanity." So anyway, we hope she gets a husband soon. Something else that came out of the crusade was Pastor Ezekiel donating money to pay the bills. And well, religion is just very tricky sometimes, so I'll just leave it at that.
All right. Last week when we were here on Wednesday, Veronica, I was talking to you about how the weather, it was sunning. Like it was bad. It was terrible. That sun. Then days after now, raining again. Is the Lino back? What are people saying about this new weather?
Well, the same way we were complaining last week because of the heat. The sun was sunning. Jamani. Now this time round, the sun is no longer here and people are still complaining. Well, every time it rains, you will see KPLC trending on Twitter, and you know why? Because of the blackouts. People say, kukianza kunyesha KPLC wananua stima, blah, blah, blah. And something else that was trending yesterday was the traffic. I don't know, I left this place at 7 because of traffic.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, so they were like, kwani drops kidogo kidogo hivi barabara zishafungwa. And yeah, so kindly, because the rains are back, according to Met, they're supposed to go on for some few days, but we are not sure yet. So since the rains are back, people take care of your health, dress warmly, and adapt.
All right, before we close, Anne, Apple has also cancelled electric car project quickly. Perhaps what are Kenyans saying about that as well?
Well, it came to a surprise to many people, especially the employees, because Apple had invested so much in this project, even by employing people from Elon Musk's company Tesla, by also getting people from Lamborghini, and cancelling the project after investing all that much money. it has raised a lot of questions. But anyway, the Apple company has said that some of the employees will be moved to AI generations and many things. But yeah, netizens are kind of surprised. It came as a surprise to many.
All right.